In this video, what we're going to cover are alternating single leg power step-ups. So what Nick's done is grab a 12-inch box here. That's where his front foot is going to start. This drill is called a step-up, but we are not really necessarily going to be stepping up onto the box. We want that front foot really to just keep us balanced throughout. You won't necessarily be pushing through that step super aggressively. Instead, we're building on our single leg pulse hops from phase 1, and we're using this bottom leg to learn how to get springy off of the ground and to create vertical force. So as Nick sets up, he's gotten his right leg forward. That means his left arm is going to match, and Nick's done a good job achieving essentially a running posture here. As Nick shows us a single rep, what we're going to see is him take off, pop towards the ceiling, and switch to lock right into the other side in that same posture. Nick can go through about 5 more on his own time. And what we'll see Nick do over the course of these is gather himself a little bit if balance is a little off, and if he sticks it and he's feeling perfect, he'll start to get into a bit of a rhythm where he goes right from one into the next. Nick's also showing us really well here, essentially. So this is going to take us into doubles. So one of the things Nick's doing before we get into doubles is he's using a small little hop step or a little pulse here off the ground. If you're struggling to ever find rhythm on these or get that idea of vertical propulsion, that's a great thing to reintroduce. And when you feel ready, you'll let that take you into a full rep and we'll hit a single. Perfect. Because then what we're also going to want to avoid before we build to doubles is we're going to want to avoid just flipping the feet or switching your feet quickly in a way that doesn't vertically, let's say, propel you towards the ceiling. So if Nick shows us a less than ideal rep here, and we see him do the fast feet thing, what we're going to see is that he doesn't actually rise off the ground at all. There's no bounce, and it's way more of a hip flexor drill. So we're going to go back for 1 or 2 more singles where we get back to vertical propulsion. And then Nick's going to start to show us doubles, which is where we're going to basically link 2 reps in a row. And this is to build on the plyometric component of these. Perfect. Because that's where on these plyometric drills, what we're trying to get better at is storing elastic energy. Now as Nick goes through doubles, he's having to deal with all of that force coming down from the first propulsion up towards the ceiling, and we're learning how to rebound right back into our next rep. The final thing we can do in phase 3 is take all of our reps for the set and go in a continuous manner as if we were constantly going back and forth and constantly maintaining that rhythm and sense of carrying over our elastic energy. Nick's doing a great job here maintaining his arm swing and maintaining that rhythm and sequence he started in. Perform for the prescribed number of sets and reps.